Hey all, just going to do a quick review then on the Benelli BN125. As I said, this is my wife's bike. She's just starting out on bikes. She's never been on a bike before, and we were looking at what to get and what to start on. She tried going on the R3, but just found it a bit too heavy and a bit too tall. And I know after a bit of time on bike, she wouldn't find that at all. But we just found it was safer to get something else. And I think the naked bike as well is a bit easier to learn on. So yeah. Anyway, so it's a Benelli BN125. So 125cc. Yeah, and it pretty much is what you say it is. Like a 125, it's not a quick bike. It's grand for commuting. I'd say city life on it would be pretty good, to be fair. It's very comfortable, very easy to ride it. There's no effort at all in getting going on it. Um, Very upright position, but I think it looks nice. Like, a huge amount of people have commented on the looks of the bike, that it almost looks a bit like a Ducati Monster or something, and it does kind of. Look, it's a smaller bike, it's a 125, but it does have a nice look to it. I think for the size of the engine and stuff, at least you can kind of go around on it and not feel like it looks like a courier's bike, or them really basic looking 125s in general. So yeah, look, if you were starting out, it's a nice looking bike for the size of the cc. Now the price on this was in euro 2995 euro. So it was quite cheap, to be fair, for what you're getting. Now it's on the same, I think Keyway and Benelli are kind of the same company, as far as I know. Benelli own Keyway, or vice versa, but you can get a 125 Keyway and it's 200-300 quid cheaper, but it doesn't look as good. Like, it does have that more just basic looking bike to it. So we decided, look, for the extra few hundred quid for all it is, like, I mean, 3,000 wouldn't 3,000 wouldn't buy a decent television. So yeah, we decided to go for it, and we got it brand new. We've done very little to it, I suppose. The guys in the bike shop, we bought it off Ashburn Motorcycles. Great guys, to be fair. They put the tail tidy on it for us, so we didn't have to do it. And again, like all bikes, I think it just takes that big bulky chunk of I think it's plastic or metal on the back of this, but it takes away that big ugly looking thing at the back and just neats it up a bit. I done the wheel stickers myself, and yeah, they were okay. You couldn't get Benelli BN125 ones, so I just got a Benelli and a Benelli one off another model, and I just left the model off the wheel. So it's yeah, they look well. I think it, again, just because the wheels are all black, it just gives it a nice little change to it. So yeah, so as I said, my wife's just starting out, never been on a bike before, never sat in a bike, and finds this quite good. Like, when you're sitting on it, your feet are fairly planted on the ground. There's no fear of that balance thing where if it tips to one side, you're going to drop it. It's very easy to keep up. Again, there's little things. Look, it's a 125 and it's under 3,000 quid by €5, I know, but it's like, let's just say it's 3,000. There's little things like the levers are like, they're fine, they're grand. There's a little bit of play in them. The throttle has definitely got a little bit of play, but I mean, I've gone on big spins on this to get the mileage up, and yeah, it's easy. Like, it actually is. I'm not gonna lie. It's nice to just drive around on, like, taking away the fact that you're going to hit like slightly over 100 kilometers. I don't know. I need to contact them and see, is there anything after its first service that may. I know back in the day there used to be restrictors and so forth, but just to see if there's any more on it, because I think Benelli have advertised that it does like 120 kilometers, and I mean, I've maxed out at 107 I think is the most I've got out of it. So yeah, I need to check that out and see is there any more power in it. But let's keep in mind it is a 125. It's not built for speed. But very comfortable, great commuter bike. As I said, I've done trips of 70 kilometers to and 70 kilometers home from work on it, and no problems. Able to keep up with traffic once you're not on motorways, and yeah, all round very, very nice bike to drive. It's again, sound and stuff, it's a 125. Like I'll start it up and you can have a listen to it there. As you can see, there's only 285 kilometers on it. The choke goes for a couple of minutes on this one, but it's, yeah, as I said, look, it's a 125. To be fair to it, it doesn't sound bad for a 125. Like a lot of 125s are very ticky like mopeds, and it doesn't sound bad. And when you're moving at speed, it's decent. Like, it doesn't sound awful. It has got kind of a little grumble to it, but yeah, look, it's a great all-around bike. Like, I think I'd highly recommend it. It's hard to find reviews of them on YouTube or anywhere really, you know, so I can't fault it. I mean, it has the LED front daytime running lamps. It has combined braking, which some people said they find strange. I find it fine. I haven't like, even getting off the R3 and onto that, I haven't noticed any real difference in the braking. Like, so it slightly applies the opposite brake to whichever one you're using. I haven't noticed it. It hasn't put me off or anything. And also keep in mind the speed you're doing. You're not doing, you know, crazy speeds on it, so you wouldn't overly notice it. But yeah, look, all round, highly recommend it. Like, we haven't had it too long, so it's hard to know whether there would be any issues with them regarding mechanical or anything, but I can't imagine why there would be. I think most of the engines in these 125s are shared across most of the brands now anyway. They're all similar-ish, by all means, Chinese, Indonesian, whatever engines, but they yeah, it's fine. It's 100% crazy good on fuel. I mean, it's cost nothing to put fuel in this, and it just seems to go forever. So for the life of me, I can't understand why there's not more things like this on the road. Sitting in traffic every day, looking at cars with one person in them, spending a fortune on fuel and tax and insurance, and you're looking at these going, God, it's some people would pay less for this bike than they would for their insurance. So yeah, look, it's a great bike, great commuter bike, very comfortable. Mirrors are brilliant, good grip on the road, brakes are good. Yeah, can't fault it. And as I said, I do think it comes in black and red, and then there's a new, like, a luminous green colour in it, which I was kind of pushing Jen towards getting, but no, I think the white, the red and the black looks quite well in it. But good looking bike for the money. Yeah, any questions, drop us a line and I'll gladly answer them. Thanks guys, bye bye.